You.
Yeah, can't sleep. Places to go and people to see. But I'm not stressing, I'm just high on me. In my mind, I got clarity. And living for me, I see my vision right in front of me. I know exactly where I want to be. It's my time to shine, it's like that I won't let it pass me. I'm stumbling through opportunities, connecting shit ain't nothing new to me. It's my time to shine, I don't need a job, I know they gon' ask me why I'm so confident. Outside, and I got so much confidence. Strong confidence. I'm hearing I'm unafraid. I put it all on the table. No, you and me are not the same. I'm on a whole different way. Ain't even drunk, sipping on confidence. Swear it got me feeling limitless. Take a picture of this moment, you don't remember this. I see my vision right in front of me. I know exactly where I wanna be. It's my time to shine, just like that. I won't let it pass me. I'm stumbling through opportunities, connecting shit ain't nothing new to me. It's my time to shine, I don't need a job, I know they gon' ask me why I'm so confident. Outside,
that was lit.
Woo! That's the
Shine
girl.
K.
Hey, baby.
Oh my God, that's what's up. Welcome y'all back to the Comfort Level Podcast. We up in here Tuesday. Yeah.
Woo.
And we got a guest coming shortly. His name is Peter PACTOR. Yes. He's a retired school teacher or whatnot. And he's coming to talk to us about a series of books that he has written.
Yeah.
That's right. The book is a series called Daniel, and it talks about different people he discovered and stuff on his journey of growing up. So he's going to talk to us about that. So we'll come back later, right? So we're getting some things together right now. Yeah. So
Yes.
You know what I mean? We're just trying to do some big things, trying to put our little
Not to do a lot of big things. You guys
lot
just
of
need to
big
get ready
things.
for it. We want y'all to get comfortable with us.
Yeah.
So I think it's only what we should do is we got to bring them some more music, right?
Yeah, bring them some music while I'm trying to get this together for them to
With that
really
being
know
said,
what we talking about when I'm saying getting things together. We trying to take this podcast a little bit bigger than what we have been. We're gonna put it that way. You know, we got some surprises for y'all.
So
Yeah.
let's get it started.
That's what's happening.
We're going to get into this Theo's Joe, Killer Instinct, featuring Judah Priest, Mikey D, DJ Grace and Ramon. Whoa.
I got that killer instinct with the tiger in my eye. Landslide, hands high, fans cry cause they want it. Crush
Confusion opponents corner the market, cause I own it. I predict the future while you living in the moment. Cease and desist, final notice. Order up the orders, I am prone to keep it loaded. You never catch me broke again. Smoke the mirrors in the wind. I'ma like the stage up, main actor opening. Careful when approaching third person. I get spoken. Mandalorian ass will reserve, cause I'm the chosen. Record label distribution, avalanche, basic music. Fuck your opinions, my infinite conclusion. You ain't doing shit for junior. My career is simply blooming because of what I am doing. I'm a star. Get the knowing it's proving no illusion. We pursuing leaders, losing out of my medulla. I'm a god, a nigga, I'm a riot.
A beast to distraction, chemical reactions, former pressure factions, fireballs, trial marine assaults, spit a bombs, direct call, sniper aimed at the lungs, hollow tip shell, call my brother son, I'm high up, this ball fade off, force blade on the ball greater, skywalker, no talking, murder haters, the metaphor is metaphor, chill sudden, 100 miles away running, can't on the back stunning, you can't do this shit, pills, windmills, crack force fields, serenade, I stay waiting on murder scene, an occupation, proclamation, of God's creation, God divine, cycle line, go on for line, seven in the skull, you're on dumb death
I got a Bible in my right hand, the left I got a gun, got the silver versus strong, everybody better run. I got a little flow, where you think I get it from? Go crush your clientele, I do this shit for fun. I got an army, ain't a nigga bombing me. The mathematics I use is trigonometry. I ain't afraid of any human being, Chinese, Guyanese, African, or European. Mikey D got the block on lock, and if it ain't going through me, it's not no pop. No more struggling, I gotta keep bubbling. In the streets, I'm the man, whatever club I'm in. Decades in the game, and still loving them. 53 years young, I had to rub it in. Still a beast, so before you step to me, Jerk, you better act serious about me. Do your research. Good things.
Scary.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Theotis, yo, we gonna have to get Theotis Joe up in
We're
here.
gonna talk about some of these events. We got it. We gotta show them something to talk about. What's up, Smooth?
What's up, Smooth Mass Beats in the building?
Yeah.
Love Bling Swain in the building. What's good, y'all? Welcome to the Comfort Level Podcast.
Yeah, all the way from South Carolina.
All the way.
That's what's good.
It's fire. It's Bling Queen right there.
That's right. It's a Bling Queen.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michelle. Love Bling Swain for coming in. Smooth Mass Beats. Everybody that's watching the show, you know, we all over. Yup. She's from South Carolina. That means we're reaching and stuff, and hopefully, you know, we do a little teaching. You know, sometimes, yeah, we do a little teaching here on the podcast. You know what I mean? And one thing, you know, we want to do is, you know, we're going to start doing a little bit more in the community.
Yes.
You know, so this community is Camden County. She lives in Camden County, although we live in different cities of Camden County. You know, we're all directly kind of linked to the city of Camden. So we represent some, you know, we have to represent, you know, I live in Lindenwold. She lives wherever, you know, I don't know if she wants to.
Undisclosed location.
That's right. That's right. That's right. But this podcast is also in Camden County and Hynella, New Jersey. So we represent Hynella and we represent the city of Camden.
Hold
we
up,
got our
ESP,
guy here.
32nd Street.
We got the
ESP.
peanut gallery back here. It's Fred going legit.
Downtown.
What's up, Fred, back there?
Yeah.
Fred
So,
legit.
in the background, can y'all see me?
We see you
I'm
back
back here.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I stole the seat, y'all. I stole the
Nah,
seat today.
she didn't.
Nah,
She
she
stole.
I was like, I'm
the-
in here.
But she,
She's not a
don't
thief.
know that. Nah,
Steal
not a thief. Yeah.
That's propaganda.
I
she
smiled.
giving
I was
y'all.
like, please.
She giving y'all some propaganda.
We
That's all.
got more.
Real propaganda from the media. That's all.
Yeah.
We the media.
So first things first, we're going to get out into the county. We haven't really touched base a lot with the county because we're redoing things. So once we get things redone, we're going to touch base with the county. But we do have something from the county. It came from the mayor. It's going to be this here. Here. So it's Camden Strong. It's called We Are Camden Strong Always. That's your uncle, cousin, or whatever it is, Mayor Vic Karstaffen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's
so, yeah, it's like,
Our relatives.
He's like, what? That's
Fred's related to the mayor. Y'all can't see me, but
Fred's family.
Fred's related to the mayor. So it's Clean Camden campaign. And it's happening tomorrow.
Camden, New Jersey.
Yeah. They do one area at a time. So tomorrow they'll be at Lanning Square and Cooper River Plaza off of 4th and Washington Street. Damn, that's where my girlfriend live at. Y'all get up out there and clean up out there. That's right. 4th and Washington. And they're going to be cleaning up from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. So you can get out there
and early, do a little something.
And if you go on the website, you can get the whole 2023 cleanup schedule if you can't make it tomorrow.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Do a little something. Put something back in
the
computer.
Something.
Community meeting.
I happen to have my job reunion tomorrow, so unfortunately, I won't be cleaning up 4th Street next to my girlfriend's house. That 4th and Washington is special to me. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, not just because my girlfriend lives there, but that's actually where I met Lassiter at.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
yes,
that's where I met him at.
Shout out to Lassiter.
He's a friend. He was a friend of my friend Mills Young. And Mills Young told him about me, and he said that, I film people from time to time. And he hit me up and he said, can you meet me at 4th and Washington? Me and the band is playing out there, and can you come film me? Wow. And I did. That's
and history.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. So please clean it up. It's a beautiful park out there. You know what I mean? And keep it clean.
Yes.
Keep it clean.
Put it into your community.
Yeah. We talked about that, but it's some things on here that things gotta know. I didn't even know that they were feuding over Rihanna.
Oh yeah, ASAP Rocky.
Yeah.
See, that celebrity stuff, they just be getting out of control. They just need to figure it out.
They said he was dissing Travis Scott. Do you think he really was?
I mean, I believe he do it. I won't put it past him, I wouldn't put it past him at all.
It was at what's that, the Rolling Loud in Miami?
Oh yeah.
Crazy. So they said that let's see if he did. They said that the fans are speculating that he dissed him. Well, I'm trying to see what the line was.
Fan speculation.
Yeah, hearsay.
It was he said the song was unreleased. It was Taylor Swift. He said, first you stole my flow, so I stole your bitch. Then you stole my style. I need at least 10%. All due respect. I hope you take offense. That was Rockies.
I mean, it sounded like he was saying something. We gonna have to do a little bit more digging into that one. I need a little more digging. Hey, promo God, what's good? Ohio, baby, salute. That's definitely a big family out there. They always show big love.
Yes, Michelle, and you know you can
Yes.
also plug in your advert here on our podcast, and we can also get that on radio if you want to, or whatever. Just give us like maybe a few days. Tonight is going to be some new stuff going up on my website, thecomfortlevel.com. So check it out. So you'll be able to. It should be updated. At least by midnight. So if you ain't up, check it tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's right. Hi, Stephanie. Oh my God.
Yes.
The promo guy.
The
Yeah,
promo
she's
guy,
from
yes.
Ohio. What's going on? It's a lot, Fred. We got going on these some great guests always watching the podcast. So y'all, what's going on? What we talking about?
We got a lot going on right now. I know I've got to get ready for a really, really cool show this weekend. I'm super excited. You know, always on the move. So shout out to Knowledge and Grim Smiles. That's this weekend. I'm going to be in Maryland at Cafe 611. So we are going to be doing
Clash
a Clash
of
of
the
the Titans. Yes. Pandora's Box album release party. So I'm super excited because they, you know, when Knowledge hit me up and they said, yo, I got to have you on the lineup. I was like, yo, there's no way I'm not there. So shout out to them.
In Miami?
No, this is going to be in Maryland right there.
Oh,
Cafe
Maryland.
611. Yeah.
Wow.
So we out there in Maryland. We lit this Saturday. It's going down. Y'all already know.
Ooh.
Shout out to Knowledge and Grim Smiles. Put me on the lineup. Of course, you know, my boy 3XG Spitz is going to be on the lineup.
Wow.
So I'm excited. Mikey Diamonds, you know, it's going to be big. We're going to have a lot of fun. So if you are in the area, you don't want to miss this. You don't want to miss it.
You don't want to miss it.
Yes.
You do not want to miss it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we got a lot of
people's on the move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's another thing, you know, like everybody's doing stuff. Like I have a million flyers, you know, I post them up and everything and tell y'all all about it. You know what I mean? Like we gotta remember some of this stuff too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we need more people to see y'all, more people to know about it, more broadcasts. You know what I mean? Somebody's got to take charge. Somebody's got to do it. We're about to do a podcast reunion and things like that. You know what I mean? And I gotta write this man.
Uh-oh.
And we're about to do that, and we want to make sure that all the guests come through. So you know
Shout
what I
out
mean?
to Matt Moon.
Where?
Atlantic Scaffolding. Had a real good year last year.
Yeah.
Shangri-La. My guys down there making things happen up in Philly, Logan, all over. Stopping them buildings from falling apart. That's what they doing.
Listen, it's always good to see people really putting in their work, especially to be shouted out. You know, all the people that's behind the scenes putting in that serious work out here. It is not a game. It's definitely not overlooked. So it's good to be able to appreciate everybody who does those things in our community. Speaking of some people that we rock with and some music that we rock with, I think I gotta definitely put on, you know, one of the newest members signed with my brother Judah's record label, 144 Records, 3XG Spitz. That cool? We can get him in real quick.
Yeah, we're gonna do that while we're waiting for my guy Peter to come in. He should be coming in soon, so we're gonna play that, and then hopefully when he comes in, we'll bring it back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right. Well, we're gonna give y'all a little bit of that 3XG Spitz. Hope y'all like this new heat he got coming out. So we're gonna throw that on y'all. Let me see what I really want to put up
You
here.
know, the music is popping. It's a lot. There's a lot to choose from.
There's always a lot to choose from. I think this is the one we're gonna give them.
Like he done told us. But a text message that he got like 11 calls and everybody had a different story. So it don't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. But yeah, man. Enjoy your day.
Nigga, I wish you would. Where the fuck the shit at?
I don't know where y'all whole ass niggas be.
You really-
Fuck you say? Fall back and relax, nigga. Where the fuck the shit at? Oh, so you tough, huh?
That's what he
In
did.
5 seconds, my man about to blow your man shit all over the floor.
Tough, huh?
5, 4,
Tough, huh?
3, 2.
I ain't city walking dolo with the hammer. When I see you walking shitty, but I know you ain't gonna never hit me. I've been number one, yeah, I'm about to take a trophy, bitch. Not you not a bitch, but your man's is running about. So I'ma hit him to the dance. Stay on my block, boy, I'ma show you who the man is. I ain't got no safety on this shit, don't make my hands out. Gotta get your life together, need to get a grip. Why you bump your lips and make me have to go and do this shit? I was staying quiet, I ain't even tell a song. I was riding off my crowd, so I guess you a hoe. Well, you can tell me something, don't you let it be my dope. Now, copacetic, you regret it if I gotta let you know. Bang, bang, you know I do my thing. Crazy in the head, yeah, I'm just insane. Wanna get high, blast off, send you to the sky. Sit down, storm another line. Got your bitch in bed and we be watching core line. This a game you don't wanna play, I know you dropping dimes. You made it to the station, better not say mine. Be the last thing you say before I commit another crime, bitch. I'm the snacked out president. Yeah. 3XG, baby. Yo, best. Kings of the motherfucking Jacktown. Kings around the ain't fucking with us, bitch. You better watch your motherfucking mouth.
Heat coming out of there. Heat, man. It sounds like there's a lot of hot bars with 3XG spits. He's spitting some hot bars. You had to cool down a little bit after like.
There you go, Michelle. Across the bottom is www.thecomfortlevel.com. That's the website.
Yes.
Hi, Matt. I know,
What's up,
right,
3XG
Matt?
spits right there, man. What's good, baby? So we gotta have to make everybody breathe a little bit after that one. You gotta make them breathe a little bit. Put a little Keyshawn K on a little bit. Give them a little wolf side. We're gonna give y'all a little wolf side.
We're waiting for Mr. Peter to come in. So
yes, we're gonna give y'all, because since we are waiting, let's give him a little bit of something to wait on right quick. Okay.
I remember the man is 75 years old.
Yes, we're gonna be nice though. That's why we're gonna give him something gentle. We don't wanna take his heart.
Give him something gentle.
We don't wanna take his heart away from
gentle because of the viewers.
Yes, we gotta be good.
We need
so let's do some soothing. This is Keyshawn K from 144 Records. Waiting for you. Shout out to Keyshawn K. Judah Priest. Woo.
Tell me how you do me like you do. Got you all on my mind. I'ma be right here waiting for you. Call my phone, you'll get all of my time. Any day, any night, anytime you get my love. Anything that you want, give it all, coming right up. Boy, got what you want, what you need, need more. And I swear that you are everything, and I'll be waiting for you. 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 Yeah. 1 + 1 is 2. Tell me how you do me like you do. I wanna know, I gotta know. All of the things I'm have to do. And I don't want nobody else but you. Any day, any night, anytime you get my love. Anything that you want, give it all, coming right up. Boy, got what you want, what you need, baby, more. And I swear that you are everything, and I'll be waiting for you. 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 Yeah, 1 + 1 is 2. That's what I'm running. you like. You ain't gotta rush. Take your time tonight. Any day, any night, anytime you get mine. Anything that you want, give it all, coming right up. Boy, got what you want, what you need, baby, you know. And it's without you are everything, and everywhere for you. And I'll be waiting for you. And I'll be waiting for you. Yeah, 'cause 1+1 is 2.
That's that girl, Keishana.
She's 144,000 touch views. She on Juice's label.
Yeah, she is a part of. She's a part of 144 records. Yes.
And that shit ain't
Yes.
playing on the motherfucking time to get on
Uh,
yet.
I know, but you ain't got to worry about not playing on Power 99 because we're going to play it on the block
She is
105 and
definitely on the block.
RMC Independent Radio.
Word.
So she's already on RMC Independent Radio. I already have her
Yes.
some of her earlier tracks in rotation. We're waiting for Mr. Peter Pactor to come in. Let me give you a little backstory on it.
Yes.
How do I get back to his backstory? Oh no. Oops. Yeah, but I might as well do that. All right, get back to his backstory. Let me give you a little backstory. So he's born and raised in Indiana. He has an AB from Wabash College and an MA from Washington University. He was a teacher at junior high school and senior high school. So he had retired from the classroom in 2016 after, 50 years he was a teacher. He didn't want to stop teaching, so he decided to become an author and write books.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so when I had met him, he had quite a few books. Now he has 8. But here on his bio, he said 2 decades ago he had written 3 books, and he's a professional speaker and storyteller. So
Real one.
yeah, he's a real author, and he's also an avid reader and learner. He likes all life, you know what I mean, and all the research he's found during his books, So he's coming on to stimulate us with some talk and whatever, you know what I mean? He wrote the book, these books, the series of books is called Daniel. I began reading. Fred, can you get the book over there? I began reading the book, but I didn't really read it. But I did, because I don't have time to read. I'm very busy. You know what I mean? I really don't have time to sit down and just read a book. But the book he sent me was called Daniel, The Age of Discovery. Here he is now.
There he is.
Can you go off the Bluetooth so I can put him on the Bluetooth?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hi, Mr. Peter.
This is Peter Pactor. I can't log in.
All right. Well, we'll just talk. We'll just talk right here, okay? Is that all right?
That's fine because I had Chrome. I just put Chrome on, but I didn't know that before I looked in the email. So anyway, okay, we'll do it.
Okay. So what I was doing was I was did you turn? Yeah. I was introducing the people to you as you wait, as we were waiting for you to come in. So
Okay.
I've already told them where you're from. Will that work? Okay, let me
Okay.
see. I'm trying to get back to you. Hold on, I'm
Yeah.
trying to see if I take it off here. Will that work? Can you hear me? Oh, well, that's not what. That's not Bluetooth. No, there. All right, so we can hear you on this side as well.
Okay. What you want to start with? Do you just want me to start?
Well, yeah, I was telling people, the listeners about the book that you had sent me, the Daniel, The Age of Discovery, and I was getting ready to go in and tell them a couple things, but yes, you can go ahead and start. But I just want to say one thing. On your bio, you have a quote that says, "Repeat after me. I am responsible for my life."
Correct.
Yeah. So I want to let you know that I have here with me two co-hosts. I have what we call her Fire Nation Flames.
Yes. Everybody calls me Fire.
We call her Fire, and we also have Fred.
Okay, well we're gonna have fun.
Okay. Okay.
Let me tell you how I started. I taught 50 years, and I didn't even want to retire, but I physically couldn't do it anymore. I was 3 years old when I retired. And I decided I still wanted to teach things because there were things I thought were important to young people.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided I would write in this novel. I thought it was going to be one volume, but turned into a series, and I'm working on the 9th book right now. Daniel, The Age of Discovery is the first book in the series, and it begins in 1928, and my protagonist is 12 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And his family is really wealthy. His dad has made all his money in the stock market. They have an estate with a 3-story library on it. And Daniel's parents, for his parents, he's more like a trinket that they can show that they're parents rather than their son. So anyway, that's his problem when we start. He's not allowed to have young people over, and he's not yet allowed to be with them, actually, and he's not allowed to go to school.
Right.
So he has governors and governesses, and they tutor him. And
Right.
he loves the library. There's a story behind him joining the library, his family's library, and his dad decides to send him to boarding school when he's 12 years old for 7th grade. And Daniel gets there. He has no social skills whatsoever because he's never been around any young people and few adults. And he is the most knowledgeable person in the school. And he makes enemies on both sides for both reasons. And the first book is more a coming of age than the beginning of this story, which I thought was going to take me 1 volume. It took me 4 volumes to get through the stock market crash in 1929.
Wow.
They asked me, one of the first lessons on my books, because I'm writing this for kids, and I have lessons in my book that I think are important for them, because I don't think they're getting these messages anywhere else.
Right.
When I was teaching the last 16 years, may have been before that, but the last 16 years, there was a time I had trouble with a kid in class, and I just got annoyed. She was very bright, genuinely pleasant, but nothing was ever her fault. She was a good student, but she could be petty and difficult. One day she was complaining in class about the middle of the year, and she was a freshman, and I said to her, "Repeat after me, I am responsible for my life." And from that point on, go ahead, if you want to say something, that's fine with me. Go ahead.
No,
that's perfect.
No, I said right. I disagreed with you.
Okay, and so after that, I started teaching that lesson the first day of every class. I took the whole period, and I taught. I said, give you an example, repeat after me, and I asked him to do it 3 or 4 times. And then I said, it means that if you make good decisions, you get good consequences, and you get bad decisions, you get bad consequences. I said,
Right.
they went in class played football. They had a very good football program with wonderful coaches who had more values than winning football games. And someone would always raise his hand. I said, now, when you come back to school before school starts for preseason, if you're out of shape, what chance do you have for getting playing time? And he said, not very good. And I said, if you worked all summer and you're in great shape, what are your chances? He said, a lot better. So if you make good decisions, you get good consequences, and bad decisions, you get bad consequences. And this isn't my rule; it's nature's law.
Right.
If you're a lawyer and you don't file your briefs on time, you'll probably get sued and may even lose your license.
Law of
If
nature.
you're a doctor and you have a patient who needs an immediate procedure done and you don't do it, you will probably be sued or may lose your license. And this is not my rule, this is life's rule. So repeat after me again. I am responsible for my life.
Yes.
That's it.
I love that.
It's good.
And they got into class, and if a kid came into class to make some excuse, someone in my class before I would say, repeat after me, I am responsible for my life.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so it needs good consequences. If you make good decisions, bad consequences, you make bad decisions. But sometimes, and a kid would always ask me, sometimes bad things happen and you've done nothing to instigate it. And I said, yes, and sometimes good things happen when you haven't done anything to deserve them.
So in the book, you say how you respond to something bad or good that happens to you through no fault of your own is your responsibility.
Right, that's your choice. You make a good decision on how you respond, as opposed to saying, why me? Right? I'll bet you too, Jenny, that if someone has something good happen to them, they don't say why me. They think they automatically deserve it. Even if they haven't done anything to deserve it. And it's an attitude. So anyway, I was going to tell you, when kids came to, after I taught this class, when kids came to my class without their homework, before I could say anything, and before they could finish their excuse, someone in the class would say to them, repeat after me, I am responsible for my life. The kids got it. They understood what I was telling them. And then I heard from another teacher that the same thing happened in her class. So one of my students said to someone making excuse, responsible for your life. And again, I heard at a sports program for prospective players, the athletic director was speaking, and he said, we have kids on the field who have taken this to heart, and you don't do what you're supposed to do. One of them is going to tell you, you're responsible for your life. So what are you going to do about it? And it was amazing. It was amazing to change. One of the amazing things for me as a teacher, it was my last year of teaching, but as a teacher was, once I taught the kids this, and they understood that, I don't think I got more than at least one phone call from parents during the school year. It was unbelievable because the kids understood and responded to it. And that's pretty important. Any comments?
I think that's really good that you brought something to the youth that they could work with. A lot of times, a lot of people don't realize that communication is key. So the fact that you didn't speak at them, but you gave them something to carry with them, I really love and respect that. That's something huge. I wish that a lot of teachers and mentors thought that way. because they need something that's going to be mindful of them. So something like that becomes a mantra that you literally incorporate with your every endeavor in each part of your day. So I really commend you for making that something that became a stepping stone for those students.
Well, these lessons continue through my book, and my books 6 and 7, I think it is 7 and 8, are really strong in what happens in school. And what our schools look normal because they look like on the outside like what we were doing when we were kids. And for me, that's a long time ago, not so much for you. and it looks normal. But the schools weren't even good then. And the problem with it is because no one asked the right questions. You know that we teach the kids that have the right, be the first to have the right answer when you're in class. But that's the wrong message. It should be the first to have the right questions. And people,
I like that mindset.
I'm sorry?
I like that way of thinking.
Yeah, and we have been teaching them wrong forever. All you have to do is ask questions and you'll understand the problems. For example, why should anyone go to school? I mean, our founding fathers thought it was important to go to school and get educated, be good citizens in a democracy. This is early on in the democracy. But what has happened is that's not occurring in school. And here's another question. What in school is designed solely for the students except for the furniture?
Nothing, except for the Texas Instruments.
For the what? I'm sorry.
Nothing except for Texas Instruments.
It's like the calculator.
The books.
Right.
It sounds to me you're an educator. Sounds to me like you're an educator and not an echo of indoctrination.
They changed. The books have changed, and some of them are not as good as they were before. When I started teaching, I was in school, and the teachers. Here's a good question for you. Why are teachers teaching in the exact same way when they did when the school started? Let's say university started in the 1200s.
Because they're just chasing a paycheck. That's why.
They don't teach. They just get up and lecture. It's the worst process of teaching. Well, I tell you, I taught Latin, which was always participatory. Latin is fun. I could teach probably in any school, because only students who want to learn Latin.
Right.
The other thing, classes that are not demanded. So all my kids. So, for example, I had to miss 3 weeks of school because I had surgery. They couldn't find the Latin sub. So I said, don't worry. I'll give you the assignments. You can give them to the kids. They'll do them. If they have questions, they can email me or call me. And I never got an email or call. The kids, I had 2 teachers there, both from my college, and they were a lot younger than I am. And they alternated nice staying with me until I could walk and take care of myself. And they'd come to my house and they'd bring me the homework, and I'd give them the work to take back to grade to take back to school. It was a pretty good program for them. And the kids just went ahead. They never lost a step because they like to learn. And glad kids do. And most kids would like to learn if they had better teaching going on.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's how it works.
And if you, who's talking to me here?
No, I was just saying students love smart teachers. Oh, it's Fred going legit, Peter.
Well, it's not that teachers aren't smart. They have such restrictions put on them that they can't teach right. For example, I had kids
That's true.
complain to me about they didn't understand some subjects. I said, well, why don't you ask the teachers you don't understand. And they said to me, the teachers just tell you, we don't have time to do it. And of course, my opinion is that when kids are asking questions about the material, then that's a perfect time to be teaching and be teaching what they ask you. But the thing that's become important in schools, and this is why I'm writing my books, it's for adults as well. So the thing that's important about schools is the kids learning. Grades, when I started teaching, I used to thought grades were important because what gets measured gets done. But they're not. It's probably the worst thing. By the way, let me qualify this. I didn't realize all these things I'm telling you until at least halfway through my teaching life. I learned some other things, but they were important because I listened to the kids, and they would tell me what they needed.
Right.
So the grades are horrible. If a good student, if you have a good student and gets straight A's, then it may not be as good in one teacher's class as another because the quality of teaching and learning is different in different teachers' classes. But always, I can give you an example of that from my own teaching experience. I was teaching World History Honors. We didn't have AP at the time, thank goodness. And the kid, we were talking about guilds in school, and one of the kids said to me, we still have guilds. And I answered, well, not the same as they did in the Middle Ages, but in Europe they have some that are very similar, but in the United States we don't seem to. And I said to them, I got thinking about it, I said, this is a pretty good question, and I think we should follow it up. So here's what I want you to do. You can't tell them it's a school project. I want you to write a letter to someone in a specific industry that you're interested in and ask them questions. And I said, fortunately, we're going to send them snail mail. But first of all, I was fortunate to ask to see them before we sent them. And that's when I learned they didn't even know how to write a business letter or a proper letter. And I told them, I said, well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to write these over again. And this is the format you have to use. And so you just ask them. And they'll probably send you material, or they'll at least answer your letter. They recognize snail mail better than they do email. And because no one sends snail mail anymore. So it's just,
right.
I said if you get answers, I will give you extra credit. You know, 2/3 of the kids, I had to teach them how to write a letter. 2/3 of the kids got answers, and they weren't just letters. They were packets of information about the industry they were asking about.
Wow, look at that.
Now, is that an awesome experience for kids?
Oh no, man! You better be careful. They don't want you in them schools teaching them kids.
He did it for 50 years.
They definitely don't want that. You're going to wake some kids up, man. They don't want you in them schools teaching.
Not today.
Be careful. I don't want you to get assassinated, man. Trying to open them third eyes, man. Open them kids' eyes up and.
I told you that in world history. I taught world history honors, and they got 8 extra points on their average for taking world history honors. I gave things they had to do, and they were all upset. These were very good students. They were all upset because I was asking them to do a lot of work. I said, well, you get 8 points for nothing. I don't think that's right. And so we're going to do this. And 1 or 2 could, but the rest stuck it out. Here's what they had to do in my class. They had to write a term paper every quarter. They had to research it and write it, hand it in to me. And they had to, actually they did that. I took 3 weeks so they could teach what they learned to the class. They couldn't just learn and write a paper and stop. They had to teach it. Teaching is where you learn.
Wow.
the other thing we did in reading, I had reading for them every night, and a short quiz, like 5 minutes, like the true and false quiz. And they'd hand it in, and then class would really start. Because I had the kids, they all had to write a thesis statement about what they had read. And I would say, does anyone here who would like to discuss this? And they were off and running. I never lectured. I kept my mouth quiet except to maybe correct their information or to add information they didn't have. And they were so energized and arguing. In fact, I had several kids who took a stand that they were the only one in the class who believed it. And they stood there and they argued the proposition. They learned to write in my class. And they complained about it all year. And they had a test. I'll give you a story about the test. I told them every test I'd write on there, be sure to use facts, anecdotes, and examples for support. So we were in April, and I had a very good student. I think he went to West Point. He came in one day because the test had 3 short answers and two middle essays, but they had one essay that was 50 points. Mm-hmm. And a kid comes in to me and says to me, I deserve more points. I gave him 0 on the 50-point question. And I said, why? I said, I deserve more points. Look what I wrote. I said, yes, you wrote a lot, but you didn't say anything. I said, look at this. I snatched the paper out of his hand, and I said, just forget about the damn grades and listen to me. Okay? And he goes, you know. and I said, had I told you on your test before to use examples, facts, and anecdotes? He said, yes, it's been on every test. I said, have you ever written it on any other things you've written? He said, yes, you have. And I said, so where are they? And he handed me the paper. Wow. And he read through his essay, and he said, there aren't any.
Whole lot of talking, say nothing.
Because you understand that, I'm giving you 15 more points. And he was backing up in 90s again on the next test. I really wasn't worried about it. He's a wonderful student, a wonderful kid.
That's awesome.
But those are the things they need to learn. And you asked me about learning in school and what's important. There's only 4 reasons to go to school. I'm pretty much an autodidact. I went to school, but I didn't care about grades. And I have a lot of real people in my books. I ended 3 in the first one. You probably don't know any of them. Maybe you'll know Herbert Hoover about. I bet no one listening knows Jesse Livermore or Bernard Baruch.
Well, we don't know.
I think people should remember them because they were incredible people in their lifetimes. But anyway, they're in my books, and we talk about their lives and how they became successful and the struggles they went through. But here's the thing on school. There are only 4 reasons to go to school. I have a TED Talk I did. It was TEDx, but TED Talk on my website, peterpactor.net, about the schools. I was asked to do it, and it wasn't as smooth as I would be if I had more time. But anyway, here's the 4 reasons for going to school. The first, and they're increasing importance. The first is acquiring knowledge. The second is learning how to learn. The third is learning to express yourself well in a written and oral fashion. And the fourth, and the most important one, is character. And my opinion is that you're not educated if you don't have character. I think character is the hallmark of an educated person. And all the real people in my book had character. They weren't all goody-goodies, but they really had character. And I see it today, and in my opinion, we've done a really lousy job with our kids the last 20 years, is I don't see many kids with diplomas and degrees that have a lot of character. And why do I say those things that we have? And what the school should be doing with it? The first one is to acquire knowledge. It doesn't say what knowledge to acquire. The knowledge is as important as the other things. You can always learn what you need to learn. And the cell phone that the kids are all the time wasting their time on is the most remarkable tool they could have to do research and improve their study skills. If I look at the grades, what the kids are learning in school, I give the schools a C- on that. The next thing I would say is the next one is to learn how to study. Schools never teach how to study. I'm going to tell you the difference. I adopted 4 kids. They were old. The youngest one ever was 10, and the oldest was 13.
No, they don't teach you how to study. I think the parents mostly gave us our sort of study habits.
Well, that's true. You would think so, but some parents are not founded that way. And I had a tutoring program. I started for my son, Doug. When he came to us, he was in 4th grade, could not be in the 1st grade level.
Mm.
And my daughter Sue, she was 11, and she was a C student, but my wife worked with them on reading.
Yeah.
So in the 70s, the thing about school in the 70s, they thought that open classrooms were going to be good for the kids. You remember those? I don't know if you're old enough to remember. They built, I was in Denver, they built an open classroom.
Yeah, I was in school in the 70s.
It's all the tests. It's all the tests what your parents are doing. That's all.
And so I went up there and I said, my son will not be able to function in this school.
Mm.
And essentially they told me, they didn't say the words, but this is what they meant. That's too bad. You can learn there, but it wasn't the case. He failed everything in 7th grade.
Mm.
And we moved to Chattanooga, and I was teaching at a very old school, a very important school, 1, 2, 3 important schools in Chattanooga. They're all private, but I was at the Baylor School. And fortunately, my department chair's daughter was my son's teacher, went in a special classroom for kids with special behaviors problem. In the 8th grade, they promoted him to 8th grade and sent him to a regular class. So he started 9th grade in a regular class. And I said, if I don't do something, Doug is going to fail. And so I had this plan in mind for teaching kids, tutoring kids. And I started with Doug and another girl who answered my ad on her mother answered my ad on the grocery store bulletin boards. They don't have those anymore.
Oh, wow.
But they called me, and she came out. She was a sophomore. And I'm sure this never happened in your families, but Doug, when I would correct him, would yell. It killed me. And having Vicky there was wonderful because she just laughed at him, his behavior, and that stopped all the problems. But anyway, I taught them how to study. I taught them how to work on the work. I changed their attitudes and behaviors.
Key word, Peter. That's the key word. I'm waiting for you to say that. How. You're teaching the how in a system that only teaches the what.
They don't even do that well. I mean, they don't teach you how. And
at all.
And yeah, so usually it's go home. They said, like first graders, so you have this homework and you take it. They don't teach you how to do it. Some people are lucky to get hit on the good study habit and do real well and others don't.
Wow.
But anyway, my study group, I had kids come in with us.
Mm-hmm.
And one little girl, she was 5th grader, and she said, her mother said to me, these aren't necessary, they're closer to disease. And she was a cute 5-year-old girl, and she worked in my study, it was a group study hall, and I just go from student to student, and everything they did had to be perfect, or we could have perfect. So like that, it could be perfect, for example. But so she was working on math one day, and she raised her hand, and I went over and checked it, and it was okay, but it wasn't very good. And I just put a little line next to the number telling her that it's wrong. And she has to go correct it. She banged with her fist lightly, and she gave, and I gave it back to her, and she did it, and she raised her hands again. And I said, well, Mary, this is better, but you still have a few left, and she hit it harder, and she took it back and worked hard. She really worked hard. And third time, she had maybe 1 or 2 that was left, and she hit it, really slammed the desk, and I said, and she did the next 2, and they were all right, she had all right. And I said, Mary, I really worked hard on this. And she said, this little 5th grader, she said, what do you mean you worked hard? I did all the work. And that's what's important about the learning, because they have to know they can do the work.
Yeah.
You see, and schools don't teach it, and they should. I give schools an F for that if I were grading them. The next thing is learning to speak and to write effectively, being good speakers and good writers. But they don't teach that either.
No.
You know,
True.
they learn to communicate nearly as well as they did 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Because they're on the phone all the time. There's a trend in social areas where the young people don't even care if they meet the person in person. They're just content with chatting with them online.
Yeah.
Instead-
So how do you feel about online and these podcasts and things like that?
Well, I'm on Facebook and I've got a website, but I don't think it's valuable. But it could be very valuable. There's not a day goes by that I'm not on Wikipedia to start with, or dictionary.com, because dictionary.com is faster than pulling out my dictionary, although I have to do it sometimes.
Right.
And I always use it. Sometimes I'm not sure how I spell a word is correct, or if I'm using it correctly, even though I've got a big vocabulary, but since I'm getting old and I'm having memory problems, I figure next year I'll be able to run for president. My memory's getting so bad.
Yeah, why not, man? That guy is doing a heck of a job.
Anyway, so I teach them how to study. And I tell my lab kids, lab's a real challenge. I don't have to do anything to make it hard. And they learn, because they want to learn. And then the fourth thing, as I said before, is character. I do not believe you have character if you're educated, if you don't have good character. And we don't, if you look at where our young people are today, the big ones for me, I mean, there's a lot of things they're doing wrong, but the big ones for me are, we have the highest number of teenage suicides and the highest number of teenage committing homicide that we've ever had in the history of the country.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And it's awful. And no one's thinking of the kids and what they learn and what they need to learn. You know, when I was in school, at least through elementary school, we got grades for character, citizenship, I think they call it. And you better not come home to your parents with bad citizenship. You did not want that. In fact, you would rather take the punishment at school, the whipping at school, than you would if you meet your parents.
Exactly. It was like that for us as well.
Yeah, but there was a consequence. There was
Sorry?
always the definite possibility of a consequence. There's no consequences now at home, no consequences in school. So how do you build character when the kids never have an opportunity to exercise self-discovery?
You have to toe the line. They don't even let the pass and you never had any homework. Public schools, the private schools are not that way, but the public schools are.
Yeah, public schools definitely are.
And the kids are violent and they'll attack teachers. And,
never did homework. None of them never did homework.
Shouldn't be allowed to stay there. I was principal. I hated it. It was just awful. I thought I could help teachers be better teachers, but I was always dealing with people with agendas. But anyway,
Indeed.
I had two 8th grade girls sent to me.
Said that fast, Peter.
Sorry, they sent to me, and they were still angry when they were in my office. And they sat down. One of the girls said to me, "Well, I'm a Christian." Now this was a charter school, and I could do that. So tough, but she hadn't done that. And I said, "Really? Is that a Bible in your hand?" And she said, "Yes." I said, "Will you open, please, to Matthew 5? And she did. She started reading. She read the Beatitudes. And I stopped her. I said, "Does any of this apply to you guys?" And they nodded their heads silently. I said, "Well, continue reading." And they read for a little bit more. And I said, "Does any of this apply to you?" And they nodded. I said, "Well, I can see that they were softening." And they did it again, same thing. And finally, I got to the point where I knew they understood and they weren't angry. And I said, "You can go back to your room, because discipline doesn't have to be punitive. It has to be instructional. Head of the kid, I think, is 8th grade at the time. It was at my last school, Mullen Catholic High School, and that was an interesting experience. And he came to school, and they're supposed to have the boys supposed to have ties on, and he had a sweatshirt on. But they don't hang the same way. I said to him, I was in the hall by my room, I saw him, I said to him, "Do you have a tie on?" He said, "No." I said, "Well, you know you're supposed to wear one." He said, "Yes." And next day, same situation. I said, "Didn't I just speak to you yesterday?" He said, "Yes, but I don't like to wear them." And next week, I said, "You need to wear them." So the next day came in without them. I said, "You know, this is the third day you and I have talked about this, and you're still not wearing one. Didn't you not sign the agreement that you're going to follow the rules of the school?" And he said, "Yes." I said, "So what does this behavior say about your character?" He said, "Not much." And that was the last time I had to speak to him.
Wow.
There it is.
Peter, I cannot express on behalf of all of us how grateful we are to have had you on the show. We've got our big producers letting us know that we've got to wrap up, unfortunately. But I definitely wanted you to please let us know if you have, do you have any people that you'd like to shout out? How can the people get a hold of you? Where can we find these books of yours?
The books, you can get my books on Amazon or Friesen Press, who is my publisher. I'm self-published, and the first one will read pretty much like I'm self-published, but the books get better as you go along. I've won 9 awards for my books.
Oh, congratulations.
And you can go to my website. I have a place where you can email me. I don't check it regularly like I do my personal website.
Okay.
But that's fine. PeterPactor.net is my email address. And if you look Peter Pactor up, I'm probably the only one.
You are.
Did you look me up?
Yes. Absolutely.
Yep, been on your website. I got it going across.
Oh yeah, we've got
We
you
have
locked
it going
in.
across the screen so that the viewers can see.
Yes.
They can go, and also, it's the best place to purchase the books, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, online. I don't care much. I'm saying that I don't care as much about the money as I do
The message.
the people read them. And
Absolutely.
As I know, and some that I haven't known that have told me they had to read the books 3 or 4 times because they were so good and there's so much meat in them. You probably won't get all the shit out of the first time. I've read them all about 20 times. Of course, I read about 10 or 15 times before I send them to the publisher.
Right.
Absolutely.
But it's good. I enjoy it. I like Freezing Press a lot, and I like reader reviews. I don't know if you've been there, but I've been going there for years, and I like their website, and they're the ones I use. And the nice thing about this that I like about reader reviews, a lot of times, because my books are young adult, they get young adult reviewers,
Okay.
but they seem to disappear. I'm getting adults, and it's the people that work in these two businesses are just incredibly kind, and
That's what we need more of, definitely, for sure.
they've grown a lot since I've been with them. I have no control of that, but that was my doing. But it's a good company.
Absolutely. Well,
Thank
guys,
you, Peter, so much. I'm glad you came back.
Yes.
For those that don't know, Mr. Peter Pactor was one of my previous get featured guests, and we talked. He sent me several books and stuff like that. Some for teenagers, they got around, and the books are actually impacting people. So,
and that's what we want you guys to do. Make sure you guys look him up, Peter Pactor. Make sure you go to peterpactor.net.
So, Janice?
Yes.
Since I'm going to leave you, can I say one more thing?
Sure.
Okay, in my books, some people have had a hard time believing that a 12-year-old can do what he does. I don't deal with necessarily. I think kids are amazing, and if we would stop telling them no, and stop making fun of them, and stop making them feel bad about themselves and the things they have to do, and it'd be a different thing. I've seen wonderful kids, and I always interview before writing recommendations for college. I'll give you one more. A kid I was writing one for that came in interview. He told me the story. He had a neighbor who was elderly. He couldn't get to the bathroom by himself, and his wife couldn't help him because she had leg problems. So every day, for about every 2 hours, he'd stop what he was doing and he'd go over and help the guy get into the restroom. And he did that for about 3 weeks until the man died.
Oh,
and I don't know if there are many adults who would do that.
Right.
But for an 18-year-old kid, I thought that's amazing. And they are amazing. And they have lots of stories of things they've done.
That's it. There got to be a little bit more listening going on, for this day and age, because it's a lot of different things in the kids' heads these days. Sometimes things have changed a lot, and it's things that we don't even really understand, and they think that we don't understand even when we do.
Yeah, there's things they don't understand because
you got to turn 30 million kids, Peter.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you.
All right, Peter. Thanks for having us on the show.
Peter, we got to change 30 million kids.
We'll talk to you soon, so stay in touch with me.
Yeah, and vice versa.
Okay, I will.
You know how to reach me because I'm the only one.
That's right.
The original.
He was the only one in my phone. Anyway.
Okay. Thanks,
So,
guys.
all right, Renaissance
Thanks,
man.
Peter.
Have a
Keep
good
doing
one.
what you do, Peter.
All right.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, folks, that was Mr. Peter Factor.
Peter
So
Factor.
yeah, he's a great guy. He has great empathy for life and for children. You know what I mean?
And then you one of those.
And a lot of the things that he said is right. You know what I mean? What's this? Friday, Rhythm Nation. It's a 90s hip hop R&B. It's a rooftop experience going down. And this week it features LA's own DJ Dre Fo. Wait a minute. DJ Dre for real. Revolt TV and Apple Music R&B mix. They're asking me to RSVP. Trying to get me. They've been trying to get me out here. Look, today, look, Wednesday, look, every day, look. That's it. Look, I'm subscribed.
Y'all better get ready. Jenny out here acting up all summer.
That's the play. It's called the playroom. So it's called the playroom.
Yeah.
Got that subscription. I may RSVP. All right, let me get this code.
You might
all right, what we doing, y'all? Because we about to get out of here. We had the guests. Anything y'all want to go through? Fred, what you had today for you in your mind? Fred got the a lot of things on his mind. You know what I mean? Trying to straighten out this here community stretch that we got it in the family life and things like that. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's a good time for it. Sometimes right now is a good time while I'm trying to do something.
Yeah, somebody needs to kick down the moratorium that's stopping new and well-resourced home care agencies from opening and starting business. So the moratorium needs to be over. We are done with the moratorium. There are agencies out there that are really looking out for the well-being of the people who need medical services at home. Okay, you got people that are looking to take care of the people in the community, not bill until we go crazy. That's not what we're doing here. So let's end the moratorium so people can get quality home care. How about that? That's what we're working on. Can we do that? Pennsylvania, New Jersey, can we do that?
You guys heard it, Fred. It's making requests. Y'all heard it.
The city and state, well, people that we know, they don't like when people make requests that they can't uphold. You know what I mean? We
hold yourself
here on the Comfort Level Podcast, we will hold you accountable. Period.
You want me to give them some music?
I'm trying to get up off of here so that you can, yeah.
You guys, we want to
go back
thank
on.
you guys.
I'm going off.
Oh yeah, I got you covered. Yeah. Well, we want to thank you guys for rocking with us, getting comfortable with us on the Comfort Level Podcast today.
Yeah, I think they wanted us to be really funny because the comments stopped coming in.
You see,
and stuff like that.
Wasn't because we want to be ratchet.
Yeah,
we're trying to give y'all some knowledge and stuff.
We always gonna have something in here for your knowledge. Yeah. We can be entertaining all the time, but it's not gonna do no good. You know, in between this entertaining, we trying to help some people.
Yes.
Yeah. So we trying to help some people. We trying to change things. We get ready to do something.
They want us to be toxic.
Well, we can be toxic too, but the thing of it is we don't want to go overboard because
everybody else is already toxic. So we want to make sure that as much as we giving y'all what y'all want, we still got to give y'all a message. We got to give you something to leave in your mind to think about for the rest of your week, well, at least until we come back. And y'all can
come there, shout it out.
Smash head shit out there. We're trying to enlighten y'all.
Shouting out everybody. She shouted out.
Can we enlighten y'all? There's enough smash head shit.
Henderson, Stephen Campbell, Doris Harris. She's saying
shout out the family, man.
So she said, she pull out that shit.
So we might as well give them, you know what, and shout out to the family because they got a show coming up, which I'm really excited about. I know you love to go pop up at the shows and everything. So that Pure Hip Hop concert, it's going down on August 8th. DJ Seven,
that's right.
Lissa, you got freaking Big Boy Entertainment, Trill Vegas, MAS Lights Out on the lineup. 7 Music is going crazy, y'all. Yeah. So y'all better get ready. So with that, we might as well make sure that we give them a little bit of that 7 music real quick. We gonna give y'all one of my favorite songs, Devotion. Alyssa. Whoop. Hope y'all ready for some good music. Y'all make sure y'all pull up and turn up with us for all of our next shows because all we doing is doing hot shit. Fred over here, he's still looking for a boo. So listen, if y'all single, I see what.
Come on now.
We pimping.
It's a good guy, y'all. It's a good guy.
These my women right here. I'm already asking for them.
But for $49.95.
Not on the show.
We
love Fred, man. Fred's a good guy, man.
I got enough love.
We just trying to wake Fred up, man.
We gotta keep him waiting. Shout out to Lissa, DJ Seven. This is Devotion.
I just wanna chill, can I vibe with you?
Get comfortable with us.
Get high with you. Stroll through the city, can I ride with you? Or we can duck off, can I hide with you?
I'm all alone, I want you to come get me. Nails done in my hair, looking pretty. Look in your eyes, I can tell that you feel me. So pour the wine, roll up on, let's get busy, yeah. Ain't got no time for no game now. You need a girl that'll stay down. Give me your heart, I won't play around. I'ma love you right, let me show you how.
I just wanna chill, can I vibe with you? Roll a little something, get high with you. Stroll through the city, can I ride with you? Or we can duck off, can I hide with you? I just wanna chill, can I vibe with you? Roll a little something, get high with you. Stroll through the city, can I ride with you? Or we can duck off, can I hide with you? Locking eyes, our conversation be chemistry. Got your attention and energy, truly sync with me. I love your aura, emotions running on everything. Damaged by your past, future bright, and that's on everything. Ain't gotta worry about nothing, I'm who you lean on. Days get dark, I cheer you up and get your beam on. You feeling all, pick up the slack, you know this team strong. We got it right this time, let's get our steez on. And we ain't worrying about the critics. Don't take advice for those that never did it. Let's take the world by storm, I hope you with it. Let's get it.
As time marches faster and your heart seeks pasture, I'm yours always. When no one will answer and life is a cancer, hear these words I say, you're never alone. Just pick up the phone and I'll say,
I just wanna chill, can I vibe with you? Roll a little something, get high with you. Stroll through the city, can I ride with you? Or we can duck off, can I hide with you?
I just wanna chill, can I ride with you? Roll a little something, get high with you. Stroll through the city, can I ride with you? Or we can duck off, can I hide with you? I just wanna chill, can I ride with you? Roll a little something, get high with you. Stroll through the city, can I ride with you? Or we can duck off, can I hide with you?
I heard it.
That was nice. I love that song.
Devotion.
Yeah,
Listen.
You know what I mean?
You want to sit and get comfortable with somebody?
Whatever. Yeah. But we about to get up out of here, guys. I know what it is. Y'all know what it is. It's about that time to get in there, y'all.
And we already gave him the knowledge. Peter came up here and talked the lesson.
Yeah,
we just came to chill with him.
You know, we came to chill with him. You know what I mean? We got some stuff coming up for y'all. We got some prizes coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, if you get an email from me and you get some dates on it, you better book one of them. Okay?
Book them now.
You better
Book them
book
now.
them. Yeah, because things is going on.
Price is climbing.
Let me see this. You
Yeah.
send your kids to school, public school, any school,
Talk
with teachers like Peter.
Yeah.
Send your kids home with the ability to fucking exercise logic. That means he'll be that child, that daughter or son, will be able to
coming home
solve
in
your
power.
problems because they're being taught how to think by Peter, not what to think.
So we need more
So-
teachers like Peter.
We need more teachers like Peter because they don't exist.
It's hard. It's hard.
No,
There's a
no.
few. I know a
So
couple
we
of
want
good
to
teachers.
tell y'all a little bit about what we're gonna have coming up and what we offering here. Bring you guys in the studio
Yes.
or bring you guys in online.
Yes. We got a lot of package deals going
yeah,
out. We're gonna
yeah.
be making sure that we put a lot of posts up so you guys know what we are doing. Listen, serious inquiries only. It's getting to the point you gotta hold yourselves accountable to be around and do what you do best. We are here to be a platform for you. So do not play with the time that we give. Do not take these opportunities for granted. You don't know who's watching. You don't know who's listening and tuning in. So take these moments seriously. So when you lock in with us for real.
So we want you to take your time and we want you to look up, even though we discussed it on previous podcasts, the importance of podcasts and how good podcasts are doing around the world. I want y'all to be the first to get y'all show adverts for your business, for your media, or what have you, that you want to display in front of our audience, in front of the world, because that's where we're going all around the world with this.
And listen, we
You
got
know what I
listeners
mean?
in LA, we got listeners in California and Africa. So I might want to listen.
It's all about service and sponsorship. So, we're putting that platform together for you guys on this platform, which spreads to all our other platforms. Right now, we're streaming on 8 platforms at once. 8. Yes. So at least that 8. But we're doing inserts and adverts for the Block 105 radio, RMC Independent Radio, and if you want to mix and mingle with what we on, go to www.thecomfortlevel.com. We're adding some information in tonight. Tomorrow it'll be on there. I do what it got.
Get ready.
Do what it do. Get ready. That's right, because we got to blast off.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we've been blast off. We've been a podcast for a number of years. We've been on a block radio for 2 years. We've been podcasting for 3.5 years. Block radio, we got Grammy Awards.
Okay.
We got Grammy Awards. So we got awards
awards
for best podcast, years in excellent in radio broadcasting.
We got people tell us they had too many people calling them for business. So they can't keep up with their business. So be careful when y'all advertise on here because when they start calling y'all got to be ready to
if you look
supply them
around, we got
services and products.
certificates of recognition, from businesses.
Be ready.
We do a little thing. We do a little shit. Look, we got shit. Drewski, bye with that.
Shout out DJ Drewski.
Look, official signed. Drewski. Oh, you know what? I forgot to bring from the house, the crib that I was bringing. I was bringing my towel from Ruber Stutter and my something else I was bringing. yeah. I wanted to bring some Ruber Stutter's towel, but we got a lot of stuff. I got award in 2021 for the most consistent podcast, a WHAM award. So we're doing things, we just want to get you guys in there so we have something to give. You know what I mean? For the community.
Absolutely.
For the community. So that information is going to be up, like I said.
For the village.
Thecomfortlevel.com. It's easy. Thecomfortlevel.com.
For the village.
We got to get out of here. Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah, you guys are the village.
Tune in next time.
You guys are the village, and we're going to bring you guys into our village. We're gonna make sure that people. We're gonna enhance your business by bringing
Help
the
your
trust
network
of
and
our
build your
viewers.
network.
That's right. Build your network. Our viewers trust us to bring them to you.
The viewers is the village. Your business is the child. Let us help
Yeah.
y'all raise them.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
So, but for now, we're gonna see y'all on Thursday.
Peace.
Peace. Peace and hair grease.